Megan. I just want to let you know this week I will be posting videos instead of meeting at our original time at 11:30. I will not be in our classroom this week. I'll be in a different classroom. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you don't understand anything, you don't get a video, please just comment. I will be checking my Google Classroom. And if you need some additional practice or anything, let me know and we can work out a time to do that. So for today's lesson, we are on Chapter 8, Lesson 6. Comparing fractions. So let's review our vocab before we get started. The least common denominator, or the LCD, is the least common multiple of the denominators of the fractions, and you can use this to compare fractions. So our lesson today is we will be making denominators the same, so we can look and see which fraction is larger. So let's look at example 1. It says Trevor made 2 out of 3 goals and Tyler made 5 out of 6 goals. Who made a greater fraction of goals? So we have our two fractions. We have 2/3 and we have 5/6. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at our denominator, or the bottom number. We have a 3 and a 2. What we want is we want them to be the same. So we're actually going to use our previous knowledge from last week and we're going to find the multiples. So what that means is if we're multiplying or counting by each number. So I'm going to start with 3 out of 3, 6, 9, whoops, 9, 12, 15. I'm going to stop there and I'm going to start with my 6s, counting by 6. I have 6, 12, 18. And now I'm going to look and see which number is the same and is the smallest. I'm going to find my LCM, or the least common multiple. So if I look at this, I can see I have 3s, 3s don't match, but I do have 6s that match. I also have 12s that match, but which one is the smallest or the least? It's going to be 6. So my LCM is going to be 6. This is our first step in comparing fractions. My second step is multiplying my denominator to get the same LCM that I found up here. So if we look at 2/3, what do we need to times 3 by to get 6? We need to times it by 2. And remember, as fractions, always, 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 what I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So we're going to do 3 times 2 is 6. And we're going to, because I multiplied my denominator, I now need to multiply my numerator by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Now if I look over here, my denominator was already 6. I can multiply it by 1, or I can keep it the same, because if we multiply it by 1, it's going to be the same anyway. So we have 6 times 1 is 6, and 5 times 1 is 5. Now we can compare them. So just by looking at these, I can see which one is bigger. So my denominators are the same. Now I need to look at my numerators. I have a 4 and I have a 5. So is 4 or 5 bigger? Of course, 5 is bigger. So 4/6 is less than 5/6. So I can put my alligator mouth or my greater than sign pointing towards the 5. Also, we can check it down here by drawing. If we show 2/3, remember last year we used those foam little fraction bars. You can also draw them. We have 2/3 and we have 5/6. If we look, 5/6 is greater or has more tiles. All right, let's look at example 2. It says compare 3/5 and 1/2 using the least common denominator. So first we're going to find the LCM. I'm going to start with 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to stop. Whoops. I'm going to stop and see if any of them are similar. I have a 5 and a 2. I have a 10 and a 10. This is going to be my least common multiple. So my LCM for 2 and 5 is 10. So now what I need to do is I need to look at my fractions that were given to me, and I need to figure out what do I need to multiply my denominator by to get 10. So we have 3/5. So I need to times 5 by 2 to get 10 and find my LCM. So 5 times 2 is 10. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So I'm now going to times my numerator by 2. 6 times 2, 3 times 2 is 6. Now I'm going to go to my second fraction. And what do I need to times 2 by to get 10? 5. 2 times 5 is 10. What I do to my bottom, I do to my top. 1 times 5 is 5. So now I'm looking at 6 tenths and 5 tenths. In your mind, I want you to think, is 6 or 5 larger? 6 tenths is greater than 5 tenths. So we can look back and see, is 3/5 or 1/2 larger? 3/5 is larger. We can put our alligator mouth that way, eating the larger number, because remember, the alligator wants to eat more fish. We can double check by using our fraction tiles or by drawing them out. We have 3/5, 1, 2, 3, and 1/2. As you can see, 3/5 is larger. All right, Mrs. Blythe is going to do a few more with you. I will have some independent practice for you to do as well. Let's try this one. We have 1/5 and 1/3. I'm going to find my least common multiple. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go with my threes. 3, 6, 9, 10. Oops, not 10. Sorry, 12, 15. All right, I'm going to stop there. I can find my least common multiple in both numbers. 3 and 5 is 15. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out what I need to multiply my denominator by to get 15. So I have 1/5. I need to times 5 by 3 to get 15. And when I do the bottom, I'm going to do the top. So now I'm going to times 1 times 3 is 3. Then I have 3. I need to times 3 by 5 to get 15. And a 1 times 5 with 5. So I have 3/15 and 5/15. Is 3 or 5 larger? 5 is larger, so my larger fraction is 1/3. Okay, for your practice today, I would like you to do 2 through 10. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you'd like me to review, please let me know and I will hop on and find a time that works for both of us. Have a happy Tuesday.